I'm going to compare Flushed Away, one of the DreamWorks stop motion movies, to Are for Christmas, which is an animated movie from Sony Pictures Animation, the studio behind Spider-Verse, as well as Mitchell's versus the Machines. I definitely enjoy both these movies. When it comes to Flushed Away, the idea here is you have a rat, I'm pretty sure, who is living in this house with this family. He at first is living rather comfortably, but then this other animal gets into the house and wants to have all the area for himself. So he ends up flushing this rat down the toilet, and so he ends up finding out about this underground world where there's all these creatures there. Then there's this frog that really dislikes rats because of a prior experience that he had where rats ruined his life. That's certainly the way he looks at it. So by the end, we realize, oh, he wants to just kill them all because he wants to get revenge. So our main character ends up teaming up with this lady in order to save everyone. By the end, he gets back to the place where he was previously, to his home, but he actually, when he does get there, he realizes that he wants to go back to be with her, so he lets the other guy have that area to himself. So he goes back to the world underneath the toilet, I'm pretty sure. Then when it comes to Are for Christmas, the idea here is that you have this whole group of elves that are being led by one of the sons of Santa Claus. The elves are the ones who actually get the kids their gifts every year for Christmas. Santa at this point is old. He has an older son who is named, trying to remember what his name is, but he's the guy in charge. Then you have the younger son of Santa who's not in a leadership position. He ends up finding out that even though almost every kid in the world got their gifts this year for Christmas, there's one child, one girl who was missed. And so he's like, we gotta make sure she gets her gift for Christmas. We can't forget about her. But Santa and the older brother are both like, it doesn't really matter too much. It's only one kid. We don't need to worry about it. But the younger son's like, no, 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 we cannot forget about her. So he, along with Santa's father, the grandfather, go on this journey together in order to get this gift to the kid so that she will actually be happy for Christmas. So they go on this journey, and then they end up getting the kid her gift. And by the end, we see that things have been improved because of this journey that Arthur, the younger son, along with the grandpa, went on, where Santa and his wife are definitely happier. The older son is in a better position than he was previously. I like how Art for Christmas is, well, in some ways, certainly similar to other Christmas movies I've seen before, because obviously you have Santa, elves, the gifts, all these fairly typical elements for a Christmas movie. But Art for Christmas isn't exactly the same as other Christmas movies, has a little bit different of a premise of the dynamics involved in the family. I really like Elf as well, but Art for Christmas isn't exactly the same as Elf. Now, between Flushed Away and Art for Christmas, which movie do I actually prefer more? I think between the two, I would choose Flushed Away, just because I find it a bit more interesting, a bit more memorable. Of course, part of that is because it's stop motion, whereas Art for Christmas is rather traditional 3D animation, which is well done, don't get me wrong, but, it's more usual. It's not something that immediately pops the way that stop motion immediately pops to me, because it looks so different compared to the way animated movies usually look. I think the story is pretty interesting and flushed away. Like, the characters overall. I mean, is the villain fantastic? No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say it's like this movie's one of the best villains among all the DreamWorks movies. But the villain's good enough. It's not like I think the music and Flushed Away is fantastic. No, that's not super memorable. But overall, I think Flushed Away is a pretty interesting movie. I enjoyed Art for Christmas as well. I like the journey our characters go on, but inherently because it's a Christmas movie, it is just a bit more familiar compared to Flushed Away. A bit more like other stuff I've seen before without being identical to other Christmas movies. So I'll wrap things up for this video. I definitely would say I prefer Flushed Away compared to Art for Christmas.